So, it looks like the 80s are back. We have a brand new deadly virus spreading, Conservatives are ruining the UK, and Synth-Pop is making a boom. This is mostly due to Boniface's new debut album. It's a self-titled album. And it's an absolute gift of a record from the Canadian musical group, which is of course fronted by Micah Visser. So pull up your leg warmers and plug in your Walkman and let's talk about this great album. Now, before I get into talking about this album, I just want to express huge thanks to Micah Visser. As an openly non-binary musician, they are incredibly inspirational for other LGBTQ artists, and I think they prove that you can be yourself and still be a successful musician. I think that's amazing. So this album opens up with the gentle piano ballad Waking Up in Suburbia, which transitions beautifully into the next single, which is I Will Not Return as a Tourist, which is actually the oldest song in this album, released in about 2017, and it opens with these gentle vocals that soon pick up into this incredible chorus that just somehow feels peaceful and violent at the same time. It's hard to explain, but once you listen to it, I think you'll understand. It's an incredible song. Following this is the album's lead single, Keeping Up, which follows the pattern of the previous song by opening with sort of soothing, slow vocals and then exploding into a thumping chorus with just incredible energy. So in contrast to the other three songs, Dear Megan opens much more strongly with quite powerful instrumentals and kicking into the catchy chorus, and at its heart it's a desperate apology letter, and you can really feel that through the lyrics. And yet again, this is followed by Oh My God, which is an incredible single for the underappreciated, those sort of people who slip under your radar and you only appreciate once they've disappeared. With lyrics such as, I think it's You're the watch that fell on someone else's wrist, and the film that no one saw. It's quite a powerful imagery that brings up. Now, the next song coming up is, in my opinion, unfortunately one of the weaker ones of the album. It's fumbling, and while Visser does nail the sort of laid-back vocals, it's something about this song that just doesn't really click with me. It's quite chill, but it sort of feels like it drags on a while. It's a shame because side A before that had been such a powerful side, and this just sort of lets it down a little, I gotta be honest. Side B, however, opens up with Your List, which basically tells the story of a relationship and its inevitable end. It stirs up vivid memories and images of sort of sitting on your partner's bed, watching them get ready, and the inevitable breakup management that we've all been through, sort of sorting out who owns what and what goes where. And I gotta say, this is probably my favourite song off of the album. It's just got that soft sort of drop into the chorus, and the catchiness of that chorus is just, I don't know, it really stuck with me after quite a few listens, and I would say it's my favourite. And so after that you have the Haunting Ghosts, which is another chorus that just comes out of nowhere, just surprising you with its earworm instrumentals and its touching lyrics about, it gives me sort of Bonnie and Clyde vibes, falling down with your partner and sticking with them till the end. And after this, Wake Me Up gives you sort of a second to breathe before the thumping drums and guitar kick in and just strap you in for yet another just dopamine flooding song that you just can't help but sing along to. It's got catchy synths, it's got a thudding drum beat in the background, it's got everything really, it's brilliant. Now the next song, It's a Joke, keeps up this momentum. It details the sort of ridiculousness of the whirlwind of change that is life, and this is mirrored by the fast drums and synths, which just absolutely sweep you off your feet with another brilliant track. However, after this, the album sort of begins to slow down and not really peter out, but kind of just relax and chill you down in a sort of good way, with the track Stay Home, which is a much more relaxed song. It hasn't got those intense, booming, fast-paced drums. Instead, sort of opts for a calmer combination of synths and a small bit of drumming in the chorus. And it's quite a sweet song. It details the sort of small things in life, such as waking up with bed hair or meeting a lover under the moonlight, just sort of very picturesque, relatable things. And the album continues this sort of slowing of pace with Making Peace with Suburbia, which mirrors the opening track's gentle piano and calm vocals, although however, Visser then uses the song to just rip the rest of his soul out and present it to us with an intense output of just raw vocal power. in the choruses, lamenting about wanting to feel young and loved, and a feeling we all relate to. It's an incredible send-off to the album and just really shows his musical talent, in my opinion. So going into this album, I had high expectations. I first discovered Boniface at a White Lies concert. You know, they were opening for them. I talked to them afterwards. They seemed like very nice people. And, you know, this album has been in the works for them for a long time, but it completely blew my expectations out of the water. It's such a touching tribute to growing up, falling in love, getting old, and sort of everything in between. It's emotional, and you can really feel the soul that went into it. I would say it's probably one of my contenders for Album of the Year of 2020. And if you haven't heard it, I would highly recommend you give it a listen. It is incredible. I only really like to talk about albums that I like, and this is an album that I like very much. If you agree, let me see in the comments. And if you like this, maybe give it a like, give me a subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. Cheers.